Good afternoon. My name is Stefan Kohl from Dyadic Solutions, and today I want to talk about our project Stylized Wall Factory AI. So before I go into details about the project, let me tell you a little bit about our motivation. Why did we start this project in the first place? So our company has a background in game development, and a lot of people going into game industry, they have big dreams. They have a lot of passion, but when they end up over there, they find out what once was a dream turned into a nightmare, and their passion turns into burnout. And for this, I also have a personal story to tell. Like our own game development team was a team of size from 5 to 10 people, and we tried to make a very ambitious game by ourselves. But it was so ambitious that the team eventually crashed under the workload. And that's not only an anecdote, it's something that's very common in the game industry, which is in a very troubled state at the moment. So 43%, as you can see on the number over here, of games that are in development eventually get cancelled during development, so they never actually see the market. A lot of game company founders, they start with big vision, but the limited time and the limited budget basically prevents them from fulfilling their vision, because the production itself is a very lengthy and time-consuming process. So 3D world building is slow, repetitive, and people need to spend weeks or even months to get something accomplished. So this is where our tool, Stylized Wall Factory AI, comes in. It's a 3D content creation suite that helps to reduce the production time down to 10% of the original time it takes to make. Which means when you have more time available, you can spend more on creativity, on creative tasks, and less on grinding. And the example over here is from our own game, Sikanda. So it's a level called Lagoon Cave, and it took 40 hours, around 40 hours to make. But with SWF AI, we can cut it down to 4 hours, which is roughly 10% of the time. So this is a work-in-progress screenshot of our web platform that we are developing in the course of this project. And you can think about it as having a chat interface like ChatGPT, and you explain with the AI what kind of scene or 3D level you want to create. So the AI is together with the designer developing a scene design document, which you can see over here. And eventually it will be turned into a 3D level by going through a transformative pipeline that is a combination of several AI agents playing together and procedural generation that will ultimately generate this 3D scene in high quality. So this was the text-to-scene workflow. We also have image-to-scene workflow, which is something when the concept artist, for example, envisions their game level, what you can see on the right side. That's a concept drawn by an artist. And they can upload this image and ask the AI to create the 3D world, which you can see on the left side, based on the concept image, without having a 3D modeler creating the models by hand. So our target market are specifically the solo indie developers, the indie studios, as well as the AA studios, because this segment is the one that's most hurt by the resource constraints. And they make up around 48% of the entire game market. That is 11.1 million game developers. So the business model is basically a SaaS subscription platform with, based on the studio size, they can have, for example, solo developers for $15 per month to access the services, and this scales up depending on the company's needs. So how does it compare to other products? SWF AI is focusing on stylized games. Stylized means not realistic games, and a good example is like this wonderful games you see over in the Dreamland area. And also we are not focusing on creating individual models, but more like entire 3D worlds. Yeah, we are currently a team of 5 people across borders, and we also plan to extend in the upcoming time. So for this, we are also actively seeking for investors to help us make this dream come true. So I hope I could give you a good overview of our project. And if you no game companies who struggle with the same challenges that we did in the past. This is their solution. Thank you.